Life Path Number 2: The Complete Guide. Before we get started, if you'd like to know your life path, soul urge and destiny numbers, click the link in the description below. What is life path number 2? The life path number, also known as the destiny number, is the number that results from the numerological reduction of your date of birth. It offers insight about the core of your personality, and will also give you a greater understanding of the pathway to success in your life. In numerology, 2 represents partnerships, relationships, and harmony. If your life path number is 2, you are a seeker after peace and harmony, with a fantastic sensitivity to other people and a desire to build the strongest relationships possible. You are a good mediator, and very skilled at seeing and understanding other people's perspectives, whether or not you personally agree with them. Life path, or destiny number 2, is a very socially and emotionally intelligent path. You are very loyal to people, and will stick by your friends, family, or partners come hell or high water. You're not always quite as good at sticking up for yourself, though, and can tend to make hasty retreats when you feel personally attacked in ways that you would never let someone attack one of your friends. The other major struggle that many people with life path 2 have is a tendency to see things in terms of binaries, black and white, good and bad, right or wrong. This runs contrary to your skills with interpersonal relationships and empathy. How can you be a victim of black and white thinking when you're so good at seeing other people's perspectives? The issue comes up when you find yourself in situations where one side of a debate is represented well by a close friend or a person you feel a connection with, and the other side is represented by a nebulous, faceless bad guy. When you can't humanize an opposing view, you struggle to give it any credence, and you can quickly dump it in the bad bin. To counteract this, surround yourself with people with whom you disagree. At first, it will be uncomfortable, because you are so sensitive to conflict. But over time, this will help prevent you from characterizing a disagreeing viewpoint as the enemy, and help you see why people would adhere to a fuller spectrum of ideas. You must also learn what is truly important to you, and stand up for it, even when others seem against you. You have a genuine skill for explaining your positions in such a way that you can actually change people's minds, but you have to start by standing by that position. That doesn't mean that you should stop hearing the opposing opinions, only that it is possible to hear and understand an opposing opinion without conceding that it's right all the time. Use a balanced approach, and examine yourself and your opponents with equal rigor and skepticism. Using numerology, people on life path 2 can come to have a better, more rounded understanding of the personality traits that underlie their relationships with others, and by learning about these, can find the best way to use them to find success and achieve their goals. By unlocking the path meaning of life path 2, and coming to a fuller understanding of how it affects your outlook on life, you can use the positive points of the second path to your advantage, and find ways to avoid becoming entrapped by the negative parts. Life path number 2: In careers and business. Because of your skills in communicating and mediating, you are most drawn to careers that involve a lot of interpersonal interaction. Counseling is an extremely popular career path for 2s, because your empathy allows you to understand the feelings of others so effectively. You are also very diplomatic, which can make you a good teacher of young children, or, if you can work on building up your self-confidence and assertiveness, even a good lawyer or politician. These can be challenging paths, but well worth it for many 2s. You are also drawn to creative work, such as art, writing, or even gardening or biology, which creates life. Leveraging this into a career can be a struggle if you don't have a very thick skin, but it's very beneficial for a 2 to either pursue creative work as a consistent hobby, or to try to find a career that has an element of creative freedom to it, even if that's not the core of the job. 2s can make very good homemakers and carers of children because of their natural skill for keeping the peace. If that path appeals to you, you can be guaranteed a great deal of success there. You are great with children, and understand their feelings much better than most adults, who frequently are baffled by childhood's emotional logic. No matter what path you choose to follow, your greatest asset is your emotional intelligence. While other people plow blindly ahead, unaware of how anyone else is feeling, you are hyperaware of the emotions of everyone who surrounds you. Because you are often the only person who is conscious of these emotions, developing your assertiveness is very important. You must frequently take it upon yourself to inform leaders of the effects that they are having on others. You can't always expect a 1 or an 8 to be conscious of other people's feelings when they're charging ahead with their grand designs, but a suggestion from someone as sensitive as you can encourage them to re-evaluate or change their plans. Because you tend to put other people's priorities ahead of your own, it can be difficult for you to climb up the ranks of whatever industry you happen to be in. Some 2s don't have a problem with this, and are happy to be the power behind the throne. However, some may feel frustrated or resentful, feeling they are being left behind. Other people are successful, not because they're inherently better than you in any way, but because they make being successful a priority. They put their own success above other people's comfort. This is the secret to success, and it's not a very comfortable secret for 2s to learn. You don't need to do this 100% of the time, but if you're feeling underserved, you may need to take on a little bit of this self-centered attitude in order to reach your goals. Finding fulfillment on life path number 2. 2's numerology tells you to pursue a path that capitalizes on your powerful emotional sensitivity, and your desire for harmony and consensus. Fortunately, these are both extremely useful skills in the modern world, and ones that can be in very short supply in our self-obsessed society. Relationships are of central importance to you in both your personal and your professional life. There is no reason for you to try to downplay this. Relationships are an important element of human life, and you're better off admitting that you care about them than trying to pretend you're an aloof soul who only cares about themselves. The world has plenty of genuine ones of those, it doesn't need fake ones too. You may have struggled before in interpersonal relationships, because people do not appreciate how strong your feelings are, or how deeply you believe in everything you say about being empathetic and caring about others. Not everyone is as empathetic as you, and many people are inclined to brush off the idea that they should genuinely try to walk a mile in someone else's shoes, to use a cliché. You can be a very positive force in these people's lives by encouraging them to do this more frequently. I have already mentioned above the importance of surrounding yourself with people with whom you disagree. Forming genuine friendships with people who have a wide variety of perspectives will be extremely helpful in helping you to develop a set of beliefs that are all your own, so that you don't slip into the trap of being empathetic to anyone who you can see face to face, or turning the invisible opponent into a monstrous enemy. Design a life that uses 2's numerology definition to your advantage. There are many places in this world where your desire for empathy, partnership, harmony, and understanding will be extremely beneficial, as long as you can complement them with a certain quiet conviction to certain beliefs or morals. It is important that you don't let others walk all over you. There will always be people who will take advantage of your giving and gentle nature, and who will step on you in their own climb towards success, without reaching back to help you up after them. Once in a while, this is just how life is, no matter what your life path number is, but that once in a while is a lot rarer than you may feel. If it feels like no one ever tries to take advantage of your 1 or 8 friends, it's because 1s and 8s can see a leecher a mile away, and they don't stand for it. Learn to discern between who you should help, and who you should take 2 big steps away from, so that they don't just use you and throw you away. Your time, not to mention your emotional health, is no less important than theirs, so don't let them eat up yours without giving you anything in return. Final thoughts. Number 2's meaning highlights the importance of developing love, harmony, and cooperation in your life. These are extremely important and fulfilling qualities, if you are able to use them towards your own goals, and not always allow other people to take advantage of them. If you use your natural empathy and emotional sensitivity to form strong bonds with each other, settle arguments peacefully, and help the people around you see other perspectives, you are destined to become a crucial fixture in any organization or group. People will infinitely appreciate your wisdom and perception, especially in emotionally charged situations. On the other hand, if you fail to take time to build your own personal framework of beliefs and values, independent from the beliefs and values of those around you, then you run the risk of letting indecision overrun your life. This will then lead you to a childlike and dependent state, where you feel as if you need to cede power to anyone else who asks for it, which will then quickly result in situations where you feel taken advantage of, because you are not able to have a say in problems that concern you. Knowing the number 2's meaning can help you develop a lifestyle that is more consistent with your personal, internal desires and goals. By being aware of some of the tendencies, even the pitfalls, of 2, you can avoid the negative parts of this destiny number, and stay on track with the positive ones, leading to a well-rounded and highly successful overall life experience, especially in your relationships. Can you feel the power of your life path number 2? Do you seek balance and harmony in your relationships, both personal and professional? Do you sometimes feel like your empathetic nature is taken advantage of? Do you occasionally struggle to be confident in upholding your own opinions? How will you harness your destiny number's natural energy to fulfill your goals and reach your dreams? Please like this video if you found it useful or enjoyable. Share it to share the advice contained here with other people who share your life path number.